Hi, in this particular session, I'm going to discuss how you can work smart as a legal professional. And when I say legal professional, although I typically provide resources and webinars and courses for paralegals, this one's not just for paralegals, it's also for attorneys. Now, working smart means being able to transition through every stage of your career, whether that be an illness of a parent, an age, working with or dealing with an aging parent, or the birth of a child. I had a session with a legal career professional that recruits paralegals and other legal professionals. That's what she does. And I asked her, I had a chance to ask her some different questions, and I asked her why did she think that the proportion of male attorneys to female attorneys was the pretty much the opposite of the proportion to female paralegals to male paralegals, pretty much like almost the opposite. So like with attorneys, you'll have majority of attorneys, I think 80 to 90% that are male. And then with paralegals, it's about 90% that are female. And I asked her, had already pretty much came up with my conclusion in my own mind of why I thought this was the reason. But she actually gave me a different outlook on that. She said what she, from her experience and her interaction with different legal professionals that were women, was that typically when attorneys that are women have children, they want to have a less stressful and demanding schedule that they would have when working as an attorney. Never thought of that. I always, with me being a legal professional, I'm always trying to put something into a legal context. So I'm thinking of maybe, some discrimination on the job or whatever the case may be. But when she put it in that context and, of course she expounded more on it, I could understand that. Being an attorney is very demanding. It takes a lot of time. 40 hours a week are almost unheard of. And so when a person has a child and they want to be at home with their child, being an attorney or even during those developmental stages, if they want to be available, or even when their child gets a little older and they want to be involved in different activities, being an attorney sometimes prevents them from being able to do so. So as a legal professional, you have to be able to make it through the different stages in your life successfully. A career is not something that follows this smooth trajectory where everything happens on time, everything works perfectly. You have family issues that happen. You have kids that get sick. You have births and all other type of issues that occur, and that can set you back in your career. But if you learn how to work smart, then you're able to transition successfully through these periods in your life without getting set back in your career. And when I say set back in your career, it's an issue that when women, this is just facts. These are statistics. So I'm not, again, I know I mentioned before that I usually think of things in a legal context before when I thought of the reason why there was a extraordinarily higher number of male attorneys than there were for females. I don't say that. I say this from the sense that the statistics cite this, that when women have children, it affects their career. One, taking time off from work, if they take time off for, let's say, a year, whatever the case may be, or they're not able to be available during networking events, whatever has to happen in order for a woman to, or an individual, not just a woman, a person to be able to advance in their career, they're not able to do those things. So it sets them back in a sense that they're not able to put in the necessary time to get to a certain level in their career. So with that being said, working smart, whether you are an attorney or a paralegal, means to be able to transition through these times so it does not set you back. So how do you do that? And here I'm going to put a plug in for a company, because my coach, who's awesome, and I'm just going to, he keeps telling me, okay, this is a great deal. You need to let people know about this. It's awesome. I have a lot of attorneys who have left traditional law firm practices to be able to do this because it gives them more freedom. So I'm going to go ahead and put a plug in for this particular company and this particular opportunity so that you can take advantage of it, but not just so take advantage of it in a monetary sense, but take advantage of it in a sense where you're able to, if you're dealing with any issue in your career at this point that is causing you to be away from work, you don't have to let this be a gap in your resume. You don't have to let this be a time where you're not involved. You can use this time to be able to work in a different mode than you did before. So if you decide you want to go back and work in a law firm after this particular transition in your life is over, you're able to do so, but that it doesn't affect you in a negative way where you feel like you have to make up for lost time. So the particular plug I'm going to give is for Legal Shield. Awesome. I'm not sure if if you've listened to my sessions before, you may know I offer freelance paralegal services. So a lot of individuals, I'm in California, and in California, if you are registered, you can provide legal document preparation assistance and self-help assistance to individuals without being a licensed attorney. And so what I found is when I first started my business and I was offering it to attorneys, it was not attorneys that called me for my assistance. It was individuals. It was people that were dealing with legal issues that could not afford the assistance of an attorney. So what they did was they would look for a paralegal. They would look for a legal document assistant to be able to help them, or a self-help, I'll say, a self-help professional to be able to assist them. Well, at the time, that was not my goal. I didn't want to offer that service. I wanted to work for attorneys. That was what I did. I was a paralegal. Well, I had to eventually change and offer that service because so many people were needing that help. And for me, I felt like, okay, if people are needing this help and I'm saying I'm a legal professional and I'm wanting to give this help, then with advice from someone else, I actually got registered to be able to offer this particular assistance. But even with that, I was limited in what that I could do. So a lot of times I would refer people over to another company that they could get assistance online with legal documents, LegalZoom. Then I recently, in doing workshops and providing people with information about like estate planning and things locally where I'm at, and found Legal Shield. And so with that, I learned more about the service, and in working with my coach, learning more about the benefits of not just the service for individuals and families that need low-cost legal assistance, also learned about the benefits for legal professionals that are looking for alternative working arrangements. So it's a great opportunity. Again, if you're looking for a alternative work arrangement, if you're looking to start your own business as a legal professional, it's a great opportunity. Also, if you're going again through a transition in your life, if you're taking care of an elderly parent, a sick sibling, a sick parent, if you just gave birth to a child, if you're a male, because it's not just for females. Now things are changing. We're not just in traditional roles any longer. Some men stay at home with their kids now. So if you're in that position and you want to be able to earn some income while you're doing that and have the flexibility to still be able to raise your children and be available during their different events, then great opportunity. So you can get more information in the information session under this particular video and go down to, it's on the front page. If you click on Sell Legal Shield, I typically don't try to approach it that way. People usually, they need a service, so I usually just say sign, I'm signing people up for a membership plan. So as a legal professional, that might kind of throw you a little bit too. You might think of yourself as a salesperson, and you don't have to. It's about you offering a service and you offering what people in the profession that you are currently in, if you're a legal professional or you're looking to get in, they're looking for. You're just offering that service. But anyways, you click on it's on the front page. It's like the second icon, I believe. One is where you can sign up for a membership plan. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that. The one under that is Sell Legal Shield. So if you click on that, that will allow you to register as an associate. And once you sign up, that information, it'll connect you with the tools that you need. And also you'll be connected with a coach, which you'll be connected, since you're going to be registering on a site that was created for my clients and my business. You'll be connected with my coach. He's awesome. He's actually in Canada, so he can walk you through different steps on how to get started and everything. But if you have any questions, on the top of the page, my email address and phone number is up there, so you can contact me. But again, as a legal professional, being able to stay on your career path sometimes becomes very, very difficult, not only because of issues that everyone deals with in their career, but as a legal professional, it's a very, very demanding, extremely demanding. So when you're going through some of these changes in your life, it's really, really difficult to be able to stay pretty much involved and stay up to date with networking events and everything that needs to be done in order to be effective in your career. So this is an option for you to be able to do so. So again, you can register on the site. It's in the info portion of this particular video. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Hopefully this session was helpful, and have a great